Hey guys, what's up? Mason here, and I'm bringing you guys another beginner's tutorial in Sony Vegas. This one's going to focus mainly on video effects, what each one does, what I think the best ones are, and how to really use them and manipulate them, as well as add and remove them. So, just going to drag something out into here. Oh, how about something I haven't used yet? Psych! I'm just going to be using this picture. So you're going to go to your tab right here that says Video FX. And you'll see on the left side right here is all the categories, and then on the right side is all the presets of that effect. So right here we have the add noise. The add noise can be used, but I wouldn't really recommend it. There's a lot better noise adding plugins, but I don't really like that plugin. It just makes it look like worse quality. Maybe if you're going for a TV look, that might be something for you, but other than that, I don't really see a problem. I don't really see a reason to use it. Next is black and white. Black and white I actually use quite a bit. It takes away a bit of the saturation without desaturating all of it, or you can just go and desaturate all of it if you want. Those are all some pretty good things that you should be able to do. And of course, to remove the plugin, you go up here to this button right here that says Remove Selected Plugin, and you click that. Moving on, Black Restore I don't use. Border, I wouldn't really use this. Maybe the soft edge one, but besides that, I don't really see a good reason to use that because that doesn't look very good, and that does not look good. So I would probably just stick with the soft edge one if you're going to use it at all. And also another thing real quick for you guys is the reset to none. This is in every single or in almost every single effect category. If you take it and drop it onto your clip won't change at all. But then it gives you all the values right here that you can modify, you can change, and stuff like that. So the reset to none is pretty cool. Brightness and contrast, this one's pretty good. You got a few different presets on here that give you some brightness and contrast, but let's say that you want one of your own and you don't want to have to type in the numbers every time. Let's say it's like 0.25 and 0.2 or something like that. That doesn't look very good, but let's just say that you like that for some reason. The way that you can save this is you can go to this bar right here and you can type in the name that you want for it. So I type this in as bright contrast. Then you go over here to this button and click the save button. And then you can see immediately right here it saved the preset for you. So I go right here and I take it off, and then I go and put this back on. It saves all the values that I put in there, which is nice. And then to delete it, you just go right to here, select it, and then press the X button. Cool. Okay, broadcast colors, don't use that. Bump map, I don't really ever use that. It makes it look kind of 3D-ish, but I don't really use that. You can adjust the light and things like that. Next we have the channel blend. I don't use that either. Color balance, this one's pretty good. It lets you boost colors in certain areas, and you can affect the shadows, which is the darker colors, make it affect the highlights or make it affect the midtones, and you can just play around with that a bit. Color balance is a pretty good one. Color corrector is also a good one. This allows you to change the highs, the mids, and the lows. So obviously you don't want it to look like that in the end, but that just shows you how you can affect all the different colors. You can affect the brighter colors, turn them tinted more towards one color, the lower colors tinted more towards another color, and the mid-tones turned more to a certain color. Color corrector secondary. This one's kind of advanced. I'm not going to go into it right now. I'll be definitely going over that in another tutorial. Color curves, this is one of my favorite plugins in Sony Vegas. You can affect the curves and you can give the video a nice look. Yep, So I'll be dedicating a whole tutorial to that later on. Convolution kernel, I don't use this one. Cookie cutter, I use occasionally. It can sometimes be helpful. Maybe if you're getting a little binoculars look going on there or something. I don't know. Add another one of these. You know, and then just like, I don't know. Center X is 0.775. I don't know, whatever look you're going for there. You know, that can be pretty useful. Defocus is something that's only available in the Sony Vegas 9, and this is a very good plugin. It defocuses. It's not like a blur, because you can see right here it just defocuses instead of blurring it. When you just blur it, it won't have these highlights down here, and defocus looks better in my opinion. Deform, this is just to make your video look weird. I don't really use it. And we have fill light, I don't use that. Film effects, I rarely ever use this. I just don't like the way that they look. And then film grain, Gaussian blur, this is a pretty good one. Stick a blur on here and it just blurs it out a little bit. Got a few different good presets on here. And then glint is only something available in Sony Vegas 9. Glow, I don't really use. Some people use this. I don't really see a point to. It just glows the brighter parts of the map. And then moving on, we have gradient maps. These are pretty good if you know what you're doing with them. And I'll probably include a little bit more in depth on these in a later tutorial. They have some good presets. Moving on. We have linear blur. This gives it a kind of a blur just in one direction, which can be pretty cool. And now I'm going to skip all the NewBlue stuff because that's a plugin. I'll include a link to that in the description. It does cost money though. Radial blur, it just gives it kind of a, it gives it a look that's kind of coming towards you on the outside edges. And then there's a few in here that make it look like it's just coming straight towards you. And we also have the saturation adjustment down here. You can adjust the saturation, you can desaturate, you can change where you desaturate, things like that. You know, some good stuff. Oops, didn't mean to press that button. Now we have the sharpen. This works sometimes well if you have a really, really low quality clip. When you press sharpen, it'll just kind of redefine the edges a little bit, but it can make it look a little bit grainy. So if you have a low quality clip, you might try using that. Soft contrast, once again, is only available in Sony Vegas 9, or if you get the Velvet Master plugins for Sony Vegas 8. And then Sphere Eyes, which just looks pretty funny. Starburst is only available in Sony Vegas 9. And then of these, I use a TV simulator a little bit. That gives it a nice kind of animated TV effect. And besides that, those are pretty much all of the video effects that I use in Sony Vegas. So this is just a little basics tutorial on how to use video effects in Sony Vegas, how to apply them, how to make presets, how to delete presets, everything like that. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys later.